Oh, hi! Welcome back to our vegan kitchen. Are you ready to make some vegan food with me?
Yeah.
We're making egg roll in a bowl.
Mmm.
Can you believe it? All of my favorite things in one bowl. I haven't been able to eat out very much Chinese food anymore because most Chinese restaurants use regular soy sauce, and that's not gluten-free. And I've been gluten-free for about a year now. Over a year. And it's hard to find restaurants that don't have little hidden Easter eggs in them, you know. So I just want to make it at home, and it's quick and it's easy, and you can have it for a lunch. I'm having it with noodles today, gluten-free. But you can also do it like a Buddha bowl with a rice base. Add some extra vegetables if you want for dinner. You could bulk it up. Put some edamame in there for extra protein. We're using sausage. This is Beyond sausage. It doesn't really matter because the Chinese accoutrements here are going to take over the flavor of this. But I feel like the best sausage to use for this is the Impossible in the roll, the savory one. Or if you want the spicy one, go for the spicy one. But we're going to make it a little bit sweet because it's fun. So the first thing we're going to do is brown off our sausage. So this is 2 links of the Beyond, I think it might be Brats, or it might be Sweet Italian. But like I said, it doesn't really matter all that much. And on my back burner, I have a pot of water because I'm going to boil my noodles very quickly over there before I add them to the dish. So we're going to break these up, cook them. And in the meantime, we're going to take 5 Medjool dates. If you don't have the Medjool dates and you have the deglet dates, I would say probably about 10. We're going to put half a cup of water. We're going to pop that into the microwave for like a minute and a half, and just let that sit and soften because you don't want the dates to be hard. You want them to break down in the sauce. You don't want to bite into a date. You just want to you just want to squeak. You want to have it turn into a nice sauce. So let me pop this in the microwave and we'll break up our sauce. All right, that looks weird.
Gross and creepy.
I mean, if you wanted to, you could peel that layer of I don't even know what you would call that.
The casing.
The casing, right? The fake intestines. But it does dissolve pretty well when you cook it, kind of.
Sure.
It's not a big deal. But we're just going to brown this off like we would any other mince or sausage insides. Oh, look at this. It's all smushed up pretty nicely now.
Smells amazing.
Oh, I'm ready to eat this. Between this and the garlic that I just cut up, I'm ready to go. So here I have an 8-ounce package of mushrooms that I sliced up. Are mushrooms in egg rolls? Not really, but did I have some that had to be used up? I sure did. So I'm putting it in. That's why this is so good, because it's very customizable. And about 5 scallions, but I'm going to save most of the green parts because I don't want them to be cooked too much. But you want the white ones to be cooked because, you know, the white part on the bottom, because it's going to be too sharp. So we'll get those in. We'll also get in these 2 juicy cloves of garlic that I also minced up. And we'll saute this for another couple minutes. I don't add oil to this because there's enough oil in the sausage to keep it going.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn down my heat just a little bit because I don't want it to cook all that fast. But the noodles are going to take about 5 minutes. So we're probably going to put them in when the mushrooms have already sweated a little bit, so that how many minutes to the window, chef? 5 minutes. So in a couple minutes we'll put the noodles in so that they'll be ready to add at the right time. All right, this smells amazing. Oh my God. So we're going to add in the dates along with the water because we're just going to try and break them up a little bit before we mix them in. And then as this heats up a little bit and softens, we're going to throw in our noodles. I'm using ramen, but you could totally use any kind of noodle you wanted to use. I just have to use rice because I can't eat wheat anymore. But you could definitely use like a udon noodle, or like I said, just even over rice or nothing. Let's just stick that in. Hey, get in there. Alright, we're going to break up our dates, and then we're going to add the rest of our seasonings, and then we're going to be ready to add the secret ingredient. Our dates have broken up pretty well. They're really melding into the sauce. So now we're ready to add the rest of our seasonings. We're going to do like 2 tablespoons of the rice vinegar, I think will be enough. Maybe a little bit more there. Same amount of the soy sauce, and this is a gluten-free Tamari. So I'm going to say like 1, 2, 3, a little more. And we're going to save the sesame oil for last, because sesame oil is not a cooking oil, it's a finishing oil, so it's just going to give a little bit of extra flavor at the end. So now we're ready for our secret ingredient. Break that little piece of date up a bit. And that is old-fashioned coleslaw mix.
Ooh.
So this is like the shredded cabbage. I mean, if you didn't want to buy the coleslaw mix, you could totally shred up a little carrot and cabbage. And but I just find this so convenient. And this is, let's see, how many? This is probably like, I want to say 16 ounces maybe. It's one regular size.
That looks
bag.
wild.
But this is like the inside of the egg roll.
Mm-hmm.
And then the noodles are going to be like the deconstructed outside of the egg roll. So we're just going to sweat this down. We don't want it to be ridiculously wilty. We want it to be somewhat crisp tender so that it has a nice bite to it when you eat it.
Mm-hmm.
So you get a lot of different textures in there. But this is only going to cook a couple of minutes, and then we'll be ready to add our noodles in. But you want to keep it shaken. You know, you don't want to...
Keep it moving, people.
Keep it moving. You don't want to have it in one spot too long because it's going to burn. So make sure you just keep it moving here. Those are coming out in 2 minutes, I would say. And we got ourselves a meal. All right, you can see the noodles are nice and springy. They're not mushy yet. We want to get them out of the water before they're like completely mushy, because we want them to finish cooking in the this pan a little bit, because then it's going to suck up some of the flavor from the sauce into the noodles. Ooh. So I'm going to very carefully get all my noodles out of here. I'm too lazy to get out my colander and drain them, so I'm just going to do the best I can. We're going to give it a mix. This is already off.
Beautiful.
All right, we're ready to do our last little garnishes here. So we have some of the green scallion tops. Uh-oh, there was one little white circle in there from the bottom, but it'll be okay. And we're going to use a little sesame oil. Not very much, just a couple of shakes, because a little bit of this goes a long way. It just gives that nice toasty sesame flavor to it. You know, a lot of bang for a little bit of buck. Mm-hmm. So we'll just mix this a little bit, and we'll plate it up, and we'll see what Maddie thinks. All right, there it is. Ooh, somebody also got the chopsticks out.
Yes, I thought it would be a fun adventure.
Oh.
I'm pretty good with the chopsticks with sushi, but I don't know about noodles.
I'm good with the chopsticks, but not with a big chunk of sushi.
Okay. Don't mind me looking like crap. I have not made myself up for the day yet. But anyway.
You're working. What do you expect?
I've been working all day on Big Brother stuff, but this looks so beautiful.
It smells amazing, by the way.
Look at that.
Yes. The trick is get the bowl close to your mouth.
Yeah, right.
And help yourself.
I was trying to like be more than I could be.
Why don't you get out a fork?
I had good intentions.
Okay.
Seriously, I'm like really good when it comes to sushi, but I'm under pressure right now. It's just too much.
Okay, that's all right. We won't judge.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, as Granny would say, do twirlies.
Do twirlies. Okay, here we go. Looks really hot.
It's pretty hot. You might want to blow on it.
I've been burned before.
Yes, you have.
No pun intended. Mmm. That is delicious.
Oh, well, thank you.
I think the dates just add such a nice
dimension.
Sweetness.
Yeah.
That you wouldn't expect. It's not like gross sweet, like, bleh,
yeah.
But, that's tasty. Yeah, the cabbage still has a nice little bite to it, so it's crunch. Not. Yeah, it's not.
It's not
mushy.
the same as the noodles.
Yeah.
You don't just feel like you're eating a bowl of mush.
Yeah, I just want to make sure I get a little bit of everything. Yeah. You know? That was a flavorful bite. Very, very good.
Okay. You can make it spicy too if you want to add a little chili oil when you are sauteing the sausage.
That's really nice with the sausage and the date put together.
Yes.
Delicious.
Salty sweet.
Yeah. Really tasty.
Well, thank you. I
what
hope
a
you
joy.
enjoy. Yes. Yeah. Have a nice lunch.
I almost just choked. Let us know if you give this a try. I think you should because it's a winner. Thank you all so much for watching. If you're not already subscribed, subscribe.
It's free.
We'll be back for more. Yeah. So
we hope you will be too.
Yes. Until next time.
Much love.